charities are always needing support. And so people come to us and say, how can I raise money? Will you help us raise money? And the first thing I'd say is you need to take kind of a 30,000-foot view look at what you're offering, because donors definitely want, just like any investor, they want to see the best return on investment for their dollar. So you need to look at who else is in the sector and what are they getting in terms of their metrics. For the same, $1,000, how many wells are they putting in? Or for the same amount of money, what kind of difference are they making for the poor? And you want to make sure that you're actually a competitor, because I think people take for granted that the kind of in our heads we think, oh, that's business, and that business has this return on investment, but charity should be behaving the exact same way. So I think being really transparent with donors is really important. Donors want to just have confidence in you. They want to know that you're going to see a return on their investment. So whether it's telling them what your strategies are, how you've thought it all the way through, or explaining what you've already done. And if you haven't, if you're just getting started, then you need to take case studies in the sector of people who have done what you've done before. Essentially think like a business, like look at, all of the mechanisms of what you're doing and say, is all of this necessary? And how much impact can we really have here? And be able to communicate that effectively. The other thing I'd say is, I think you should look for traditional ways to build value. So a really great way to fundraise is through corporate partnerships. If you can bring marketing value to businesses, they can justify giving you dollars because they can see more money in return through marketing or exposure or brand affinity, whatever it is. And if you can create a lot of competitive value for them that they would see otherwise in the marketing world, then they are more likely to give you dollars because they'd rather give it to make a difference in the world. But they ultimately have to help their business. So be thinking, how can I help them with their business? And I think that's the big question. How can you help donors achieve their goals? How can they meet and work with inspiring people and people that are high capacity and high character? I just think be somebody who's constantly looking to be a gift giver and not a taker is a total change of posture.